Tabasco. Most hot sauces take days to make. This one takes 3 years. In 1868, Edmund McIlhenny, a former banker left broke by the Civil War, started experimenting with peppers on Avery Island, Louisiana. The island sits on a massive salt dome, and McIlhenny used that local salt with peppers and vinegar to create something new. The origin of those peppers is still debated. Some historians claim McIlhenny received the seeds from a Confederate soldier returning from Mexico. Others say he got them from a politician who was already making Tabasco pepper sauce years earlier. The company disputes all of this. Here's what made Tabasco different. Patience. The mashed peppers ferment in white oak barrels, the same kind used for bourbon, for up to 3 years. Most hot sauces are bottled within weeks. That slow fermentation creates the sharp, vinegary bite that people either swear by or can't stand. The US military has included it in MREs since the 1980s. Astronauts use it to fight the blandness of zero-gravity food. Heat level sits between 2,000 and 5,000 Scoville units. Mild by modern standards. But Tabasco wasn't trying to win a heat contest. It was building an empire. 6 generations later, the McIlhenny family still runs the company from that same Louisiana island. Frank's RedHot. This sauce accidentally invented one of America's most iconic bar foods. Frank's was created in 1920, a straightforward cayenne pepper sauce with vinegar and garlic. For over 4 decades, it remained a regional product. Then came March 4th, 1964. At the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York, Teresa Bellissimo needed to feed her son, Dominic, and his friends, who showed up hungry late at night. She grabbed chicken wings, deep-fried them, and tossed them in a mixture of Frank's RedHot and melted butter. The buffalo wing was born, by accident, at midnight, from scraps. That single moment changed American food culture. Chicken wings went from garbage to gold. Frank's RedHot became synonymous with wing sauce. Americans now consume over 27 billion chicken wings per year. The heat is mild, only around 450 Scoville units. But the tangy, buttery flavor profile became inseparable from sports bars and Super Bowl parties. The slogan, "I put that body on everything," became a cultural catchphrase because it's genuinely true. Frank's works on almost anything, but it'll always be the wing sauce first, Cholula. The hot sauce with the wooden cap. The recipe is over 100 years old, created by a cook who worked for the Jose Cuervo tequila family in Chapala. Originally, the sauce was just an ingredient in sangrita, the spicy drink served alongside tequila shots. In 1989, Cholula was introduced to the United States in Austin, Texas. The name pays homage to the ancient city of Cholula in Puebla, 2,500 years old and one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the Americas. That distinctive wooden cap isn't just marketing. It's made from beechwood and serves as a seal of authenticity. The sauce blends arbol and Pekin peppers, creating a flavor more complex than average cayenne sauce. There's earthiness, sweetness, and gentle heat that doesn't overwhelm. At around 1,000 to 2,000 Scoville units, Cholula sits in the approachable zone. It's the hot sauce you put on the table when you don't know your guest's spice tolerance. Mild enough for beginners, flavorful enough that veterans won't feel insulted. In America, Cholula became the other option next to Tabasco. That wooden cap makes it instantly recognizable on any restaurant table. Valentina, Mexico's hot sauce for the people. The company Salsa Tamazula was founded in Guadalajara in 1960. Shortly after, they created Valentina, naming it after one of Mexico's forgotten revolutionary heroes. Valentina Ramirez Avitia was born in 1893. When the Mexican Revolution erupted, she wanted to fight, but women weren't allowed, so she disguised herself as a man and joined the army. She fought for a year and achieved lieutenant status before someone discovered her identity. They call her the Mexican Mulan. The sauce, bearing her name, became the best-selling hot sauce in Mexico. The reason is partly price. A massive bottle costs less than $2, but cheap doesn't mean bad. Valentina uses puya peppers from Jalisco with a fruity, slightly cherry-like flavor. The sauce is thicker than Tabasco, less vinegary with more pronounced chili taste. Yellow Label runs 900 Scoville units. Black Label Extra Hot hits 2,100. Mexicans pour Valentina on street food. Elotes, chicharrones, fresh fruit with chamoy. If you grew up Mexican, you grew up with Valentina. In recent years, it crossed the border and developed a cult following in the US. Sometimes the best things don't need premium pricing. Sriracha. Two origin stories, one name. In 1932, a woman from the coastal town of Sriracha in Thailand moved to Bangkok and started producing her own chili sauce. A Buddhist monk blessed her business and suggested she name the sauce after her hometown. It became a staple across Thailand. At only 1,000 to 3,000 Scoville units, it seems approachable, but the warmth builds with each bite until you suddenly realize you've underestimated it. That slow escalation is exactly why people get hooked. Piri sauce. This one required 2 continents to create. In the 15th century, Portuguese explorers collected tiny bird's eye chilies from South America and carried them to African colonies. Those peppers thrived in Mozambique and Angola, growing wild and working their way into local cuisine. The name comes from Swahili. Piri simply means pepper. Traditional piri isn't a bottled sauce. It's a marinade for chicken, crushed chilies, raw garlic, fresh lemon juice, and oil pounded together. Purists are adamant about that last part. Oven-baked piri chicken can exceed 50,000 Scoville units. Harissa. This North African chili paste exists because of trade routes and experimentation. When peppers crossed the Atlantic from the Americas, they found their way to the Maghreb region. Tunisia, Morocco, Libya, Algeria. Local cooks started experimenting, and harissa emerged. Harissa comes from the Arabic verb harassa, meaning to crush. Dried chilies get rehydrated and ground into paste with garlic, caraway seeds, coriander, and olive oil. Gochujang. Korea's fermented chili paste operates on a completely different philosophy than Western hot sauces. The process combines ground chili peppers with glutinous rice, fermented soybean powder, barley malt, and salt. Proper gochujang takes months to make. Some artisanal versions age for years. Gochujang doesn't attack your palate. It settles in gradually, building warmth that lingers long after you've finished eating. Sambal. Calling sambal a hot sauce is like calling wine a drink. Indonesia alone has documented at least 212 distinct varieties. Malaysia, Singapore, and other Southeast Asian countries add hundreds more. The base usually includes fresh chilies, garlic, shallots, and salt. Some add shrimp paste for funk. Others include tomatoes, tamarind, or candle nuts. Traditional sambals made with native Indonesian peppers, like cabai rawit, hit around 100,000 Scoville units. Scotch bonnet sauce. The pepper behind Caribbean hot sauce got its name from looking like a tiny Scottish tam o'shanter hat. Scotch bonnets are close relatives of habaneros. The heat is serious, between 100,000 and 350,000 Scoville units, roughly 70 times hotter than jalapenos. Caribbean folklore holds that Scotch bonnet peppers can chase evil spirits from the kitchen. Jerk seasoning depends on Scotch bonnets. Without them, jerk chicken is just spiced chicken. Aji sauce. Aji peppers have been cultivated in South America for over 7,000 years. The word aji comes from the Taíno language. The sauce varies by country. Peruvian versions use aji amarillo, a bright orange pepper with fruity heat. Colombian aji includes cilantro and green onions. Aji peppers blended with tomatoes, onions, garlic, cilantro, and oil. Heat ranges from 30,000 to 50,000 Scoville units. Chili crisp. This crunchy, oily condiment has been a secret weapon in Chinese kitchens for decades. The concept is simple. Fry garlic, shallots, and dried chilies in oil until everything turns crispy. Now people put chili crisp on everything. Dumplings, noodles, eggs, avocado toast, even ice cream. There's also a close relative, Laogan Ma-style chili sauce. Less crunchy, more savory, made with fermented black soybeans for deeper umami. While chili crisp goes on top of dishes, Laogan Ma-style sauce gets cooked into them as a flavor base. Both are fundamental to Chinese home cooking. Most kitchens keep jars of each, the way Western kitchens keep olive oil and butter.